I was just in between. I said, "Hey, this timing. Number one, I didn't plan it. It was accidental. I'm not ready for it. There's no cage, nothing to put them. Where do I keep them?" Then here I am. I have a deadline to submit the next morning, and I'm carrying the poultry. Are you serious at all? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so this is Mrs. Uboma Salome if you're meeting me for the first time, and this is a channel where we discuss natural things around us. Okay, we'll tell you how you use them to take care of our skin, to take care of our hair, and to take care of our health. Okay, so you can check out my videos. If you're interested in videos like this, then this is a channel for you. Kindly subscribe to this channel. Okay, so please, I need all your support, I need all your love and care. Share my videos, send it across. That's actually one thing that has been discouraging me. Okay, so while you haven't been seeing me for some time, although the busy is there, but you know, that ginger, the drive that was there when I started is no longer there to always show up to give a video, because my view hours keep dropping, okay, instead of increasing. So it's kind of discouraging. Okay, but I need all your help and support. Please, as you watch the video, share it, send it to your friends and loved ones so that you get more people to watch this video and increase my video. That way it encourages me to do more videos so that I can come back to start creating videos as I used to before. Okay, anyway, back to today's video. So I'm going to be teaching you how to start and raise a poultry farm, okay, with little capital, with no experience at all, and then without the smell. Okay, this video is long overdue. Okay, you want to stay with me till the end of this series. What I'm going to do, because if I skip it to say, okay, let me do it some other day, let me continue the series like that, I might not have time, might delay the next drop of video. So today that I have a chance to do this video, I'm going to release it, do it at once. Then maybe I will now be clipping it little by little to form the series. Okay, that way it will make it easy for me to be able to give you the full gist and the full video. Okay, so you want to stay with me right through this series of poultry farming, organic, not just poultry farming, but organic poultry farming with natural things around you. Okay, you're a busy mom, you have a lot at hand, and you feel that you cannot go into chicken rearing. I'm going to give you some secrets and things I did to overcome that aspect. Okay, so you want to stay tuned to the videos from the beginning to the end of the series. You're going to learn a lot, I promise you. Okay, so thank God I have the strength for this video today. Okay, so let me go straight into the video for today. So today I'm going to be talking about how I started my journey, how I stumbled, should I say accidentally. Okay, I'm going to be gisting you, so you want to stay right with me to listen to my gist. Okay, so actually last year I was planning the poultry farming because my mom went into it and I saw how it was doing and how she was able to raise it. That last year she had to make a cage for them and the rest of them. So, and sometimes she would send us big chicken. Okay, so send us some big chickens and then we'll eat and enjoy the thing. And I was like, is it the chicken we saw that has grown so big like this? So me and my elder sister, we were planning to go into it maybe by this year. Okay, so I did know that I did not have any experience in poultry farming. Yeah, I've never had any experience in it before. Growing up, we didn't go. It was even last year my mom just started it. Okay, so I never had any experience with poultry farming. Okay, so I had earlier discussed it with my husband, and my husband was like, you are very busy, you want to add poultry to what you are doing again. Secondly, was not talking about the smell. You know, we're living with neighbors in the compound, in the environment, so it won't be nice. Poultry and himself, so doesn't he hates the smell. I myself, I don't like those poultry smells I used to perceive when I pass some places. So those were now source of concern. Okay, so my husband was not in full support of it. So but I would just say, okay, let me find a way. So I started going into research. I started doing some research. Is there a way I can raise it without smell? Then I stumbled on a lot of videos, a lot of things, and some tips, which are the things I'm going to release, I'm going to be exposing to you. Okay, so I did my research, I did my background studies, and I got some tips to help. So I overcame that of okay, what of smell. Okay, so I sort of, okay, if the smell is no longer there, I don't need to be cleaning every time. So that sorts out the two areas of concern of my husband. So along the line, I started thinking, okay, if I will start, I will need to make a cave, because they will stay in the cave. I can't allow them to roam around the compound and filter and dirty everywhere, and my neighbors will be complaining. So those are things I was now putting in place. And January passed, I didn't do a cave. February passed, no cave. March, we were in March, so that was still delaying. I was just planning and planning, and that's how my plan to start by January was going and going and going. Okay, so came this fateful day on the 8th of March. Yeah, I went to pick my kids from school that day, and I was coming back from school. Okay, we now stopped somewhere to buy something. All of a sudden, we saw all this aboki. What we call aboki in Nigeria, for those of my friends who are not Nigerians. Aboki are people from the north, the Malams. I don't know how to explain them, but they are this certain group of people that are that from the northern regions, but we actually call them aboki. Yeah, they are men who come here to sell in this other part of the region. Okay, so this malam was carrying chicken on his head and then hawking it around. This chicken was a day-old chicken. Okay, and number one, I don't even know where I would have, even if I'm starting, I don't even know where I will be able to buy the chicken. I don't have any idea about chicken or whatever it is. So I just wanted to start something. So when we saw this malam, okay, when I saw this malam, I was so excited. It was the first time I was seeing somebody even hawking it, somebody kind of could get a chicken. I remember that I wanted to even start since January, and I've been delaying and delaying. So I was in between two opinions. Should I start? You are not ready, you are not prepared. So that is why I said accidentally. So I stumbled into accidentally when I was not ready at that time, when I saw this man carrying this day-old chicken. But I was my kids were so excited. They say, "Mommy, buy it, mommy, buy it, mommy, buy it." So they were gingering me. Before I go on, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button, and please like this video and share to your loved ones, share to all. Okay, so back to my gist. So that very day, I have this client report I was to give the next morning. I was to make sure I finish it in the night so I can deliver it the next morning. So, and here I am, somebody who has a deadline job to do. Is carrying a poultry work which she has not done before, and that very day I'm still the idea is for me to even do research that day before I even start rearing them, so that they survive even that very day before the next day. So I was just in between. I said, "Hi, this timing, number one, I didn't plan it, it was accidental, I'm not ready for it, there's no cage, nothing to put them, where do I keep them?" Then here I am, I have a deadline to submit the next morning, and I'm carrying a poultry. Are you serious at all? Okay, so it was a decision I was in between to whether to pick or not to pick, but I had to make up my mind. Something keep pushing me that this is an opportunity for you to start this up. Just do it, just do it. And plus my children pushing me and gingering me, saying, "Mommy, buy it, buy it, buy it." So I had to go ahead to take that decision, and I bought it. And it's a decision I have never regretted. Yeah, till today I did not regret that decision. Okay, so just be with me in my stories. You're going to know why I said I never regretted it. Okay, so now I was not like thinking, how many will I buy? They were there much. I can't buy up to a carton. I can't start like that. I don't have any idea or experience. I don't want to waste money and they all die in my hand. So I decided to take 3 alone, only 3 chickens, okay? Which I later regretted. I would have collected more, maybe at least 5 or more than that. But the one I was rearing them for my house use. Okay, let me start with what I'm going to use in my house, okay, just for house use. I wasn't planning a business idea with it. Just, the economy, chickens are expensive, eggs are expensive, so I was thinking of rearing my own, okay, that I can eat. So I went ahead to buy 3 of them. Fortunately for me, the man had feeds. This small, the feeds, they carry feeds in the bag. So I bought feed so that I don't need to think of where will I go and buy feed, because I need to be prepared to really start it. So let me first of all buy from him and we start it, so I cannot plan myself on how to start raising them. Okay, so I bought a little feed from him, then he put them into a carton, this kind of small carton, and bore holes around there where they can breathe. So that's how I carried the carton. So I said, okay, I can start with them in this carton while I go ahead and plan for my cave and the rest of them. So that was how I came home with these 3 little chicks. So the feed cost me 600 naira. I'm going to give you some monetary values so that you know how much I started with. Yeah, the feed was 300 naira. I bought 2 plates. It was 2 nylons, 300 1 nylon, 300 1 nylon. They were small feeding, which I later, so when I went to where they used to sell feed, I bought, I saw that the one the Aboki was selling me was actually cheating for me. Okay, but that was not, but I needed to start with something. Okay, so the feed was 600 naira I bought, then the chickens were 300, so I bought 300, I bought 3 of it, which is 900 naira. Okay, plus the feed 600 naira. So that was what I used to start my poultry farm. And that's 1.5. So I started my poultry farm with 1.5. Okay, now the kids were happy, I was happy. I just kept them outside of the house, inside the carton. And my husband came back that evening. When my husband came back that evening, I needed to go and confess my sins before he will see the chickens I brought in. So I went to my husband, but even outside, just to go show. I say, come and see my new destiny. And I opened the carton for him. He said, you bought chicks? I said, yes. He said, where will you start from? The stress, the smell. I said, don't worry, I've taken care of those areas. Okay, so he wasn't too okay with it. At some point that evening, he told me that I should look for somebody to sell this thing, to sell it out, or to give it out, or just dash it out to somebody. So I said, okay, not to worry. I'm also thinking myself that I'm not really prepared for it. I need to prepare myself for it. So I'm thinking of calling one of my friends so that she can take them from me for now. She'll raise them for me, and then when I'm fully ready for it, I will not pick them from her. Okay, so that was the idea I had, that let me send it out to my friends, since nowhere to keep them. I've not planned anything else entirely. So I just picked the phone and I called this my good friend. She has a cave. She normally raises them for eating. Once in a while she raises them, train them up, and she eats them. Okay, not really for business, but she does that. So, and I know that she has space for it. So I called her. I said, this is my issue. I'm not prepared. I just stumbled on it, and the kind of joy in me, the passion in me also rose, and I decided to just buy it. I followed my instincts and I bought it. But I think I'm not really prepared for it. Let me come and drop them at your place. When it's when I prepare myself fully for it, I'll come and carry it. And when I told her, she said it was okay, it was fine, there's no problem, no problem. Tomorrow I should bring it over to her place. I said, okay, fine. I told my husband, don't worry, I've already discussed with my friend. I'm going to send it to her place. She'll help me take care of them. And later, when I settle myself, I can now do it. Okay. So back to my story. That evening, while I was lying down on the bed, a ministration came to me, just dropped into my heart that don't send that chicken to your friend. Why not do an experiment with these chickens? Give them use your natural medicine. You have a lot of ideas, a lot of knowledge on natural medicine which you use for treatments and the rest of them. There are some that are good for chickens. Why not implement it on them from this baby old? Start training them with natural remedy, natural feeding, and see how it turned out with you. This is going to make a way for you. Maybe another thing you can help people, teach people, try and experiment out of it. And that is what I'm doing today because that's really worked out for me. Okay, so I now decided, when I had that ministration, that thought in my hand that don't send it away, the kind of joy that jumped into me, I was so happy, filled with happiness, joy. I didn't think of how will I keep it, what will I do with it, how will I start doing it. I said, no, I will find a way out, and I will start my experiment out of it. And I discussed with my husband. I said, see, this is the menstruation I am having. This is the feeling I'm having. I want to keep them. I'm going to raise them. I'm going to use them. So along the line, my husband accepted with me. He approved of it. He said, okay. He even helped me set up the bulb in the store where I decided to keep them, because I said, okay, where do I keep them? I'm going to keep them inside my house. So I kept them inside my kitchen store, okay, inside a carton, okay. I'm going to give you full in the next section, okay, on how I started rearing them inside there, okay. So when he accepted, it was approved. So I myself to have my peace. Everybody was okay. My kids were happy, and that is where my journey to organic farming started from that day. Okay, so in my next video, I'm going to bring to you how I improvise on their feeding, their water can. Remember, I wasn't prepared, so there was no plates, there was nothing to put for them, but I had to do some improvisation. So you don't even need to spend so much to buy plate, to buy their feeders and the rest of them. You can do some improvisations in your house without spending so much on it, okay. So you want to follow me in the next video. I'm going to be revealing that to you in my next video, how I improvise on things. And also, where you don't have lighting system, I'll tell you the method I use. I improvised to keep them warm so that they don't die out. Then another thing I'm going to also tell you the experience I also had, because I almost lost 2 of them, and what saved me, the natural remedy that brought them back to life. You don't want to miss it. Okay, so you want to follow me all through this series. I'm going to give you some tips and also some things you can give them that you will not have death in your farm. Okay, so stay with me. So if you're a poultry farmer, you want to go through with me through this series. You don't want to miss out on any part of it, because you are going to learn a lot. And if you're there at home, you're thinking, okay, I want to go into it, I want to start, I don't know how to start, I don't know where to go from, my story and my teachings is going to benefit you. It's going to ginger you up, okay. And if you're there, say, I don't like the smell, it's going to smell in my compound, don't worry, I'll teach you tips that you're going to use to avoid the smells in your compound. Follow me through these videos and you'll thank me later. All I need you to do as a thank you is to share the video, like. Just, it doesn't buy to like now. Like the video, share it to your friends and loved ones, and drop your comments. Comments too will help other people to see this video. So drop your comments. That's all I want from you. Just do that for me, okay? So stay tuned with me. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Please click the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell, so that when I drop my next video, so you get alert. You don't miss out on anyone. No, I'm going to gist you, tell you my journey, plain as it is. So thank you for staying with me to the end. I love you all. God bless you. All right.